Good afternoon. This is Spencer Emerson with the Department of Recreation and Wellness. I'm here with my buddy and my friend. No, I don't know. That's not very good. I apologize. I take it back, Daryl.
What are you talking about? That's a perfect intro. Thank you.
I know. It really is. We try our...
Cutting that. You understand, I'm not cutting that.
I know we're not going to cut it. That's why I just kept going, because that is what this is all about. It's our time to talk about rec. It's our time to talk about what the rec and everything that's going on in this world, because what the rec is happening in this world. It's a fun time for us to, get people included, but then also just give people a good 20, 30 minutes of distraction, because while it's enjoyable, it's still, we got pretty good knowledge and we got some background and some stuff. So, Daryl, what you up to today?
Well,
you've been in the South.
Oh, look, Rain's here. Hi, Rain.
Hi, Rain.
How's it going?
Your camera always likes to auto shift, and I don't know what it catches on to, Daryl, but we have our first guest on What the Rec, and this is pretty exciting time for us. We will be posting this on YouTube Live, but what do you want to start with? You want to start with soccer or Tiger King?
No, you know what? I want to start with, since Rain is here, my goal is to get Rain to talk on air, to just say hi. So Rain, unmute yourself, say hi, tell us how things are going, maybe.
I have talked on air before.
Oh, look, there's two. We got it. She's been on before. But see, I don't think
that's our show for today, everybody. Thank you so much.
We weren't recording our Monday matinee, so maybe that's it. She was online. We just didn't have her recordings. She may have been on Sports Talk Thursday before, too.
I actually got her Rain Talk on Sports Talk Thursday a couple of times.
We'll probably get that.
Rain, I'm sorry. We kid because we love having you on the show, and thank you for tuning in, and feel free to jump in wherever you want, okay?
Yeah.
Spencer,
I can't believe I missed last week. Oh, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It's up on YouTube. If you have our YouTube thing, we did upload it there.
Yep.
You can access it through Instagram or through Facebook. The links are posted there as well.
We'll also post it within the Teams group, so you can get the YouTube link from there too. So
yes,
we try and make it as accommodating, because it is pretty fun. But I'm excited for this week.
And you got to give me a little bit, because I have to edit the video a tiny bit, because I got to take out that little bit of the beginning part that Spencer and I are just kind of talking, getting things ready, and a little bit of the end part where we're like, hey, we did a great job. Oh wait, I forgot to stop recording.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things. But I'm not really a tech guy. I mean, if you want me to start a fire with a 9-volt battery, I'm your guy. But you want me to do videos, I'm still learning that stuff. So you got to give me a little bit. But I'll get it up probably by the end of the day. Excuse me. All right, Spencer, to answer your question, dude, I cannot believe that you made me watch Tiger King.
Well, what I think is amazing is the lag on the video, because it looked like you were throwing your voice, but Tiger King is amazing.
No.
It's an American dream.
I want my 8 hours back. No.
Rain, have you seen the Tiger King? Yes or no?
No.
No? Okay.
Don't
Second question, will you ever watch it? Because it's just so great to see this world. It's just so diverse, and while it's crazy and you can't believe, and it's exaggerated, of course, but these are real people living a real life. And so fun news is, with Monday matinees that are going to be coming up on Mondays at noon, Daryl, myself, and then the SAC team, bringing in Campus Life, we are going to, yes, it is on Netflix, we're going to talk all things Tiger King for our first episode of Monday Matinee. So, Rain, you have more than enough time. You have what? More than 72 hours to be able to watch just this 8-hour show. It's great. Don't watch it in front of children, just in case, but it's still amazing. But yeah, so Netflix, it's free, 8 episodes. Carol Baskin, TikTok famous. There's just a million things that we're going to talk about. But we are here now on What the Rec. So we're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about outdoors. Daryl, how's your challenge course going?
Oh man, okay. So I was able to be out on the challenge course for a good 6 hours yesterday. It was awesome, and we had Trent Johnston from the facilities department came out with the heavy equipment. We were on IG Live for a little bit yesterday to kind of update. So yesterday we were able to place 7 telephone poles out of the 7 that we had to place. So that was pretty cool. So everything's up like that. Our next step is to get some fill dirt in there around 1 or 2 of the elements to make sure that the poles are fully secure. It's easier to drill because our drill is only like 3.5 feet long. So it's easier to drill, place the pole, and then add fill dirt around it and pack it down. That way the post is still about 4 or 5 feet in the ground. So our next step is to get a good maybe dump truck load of fill dirt back there. Luckily, with a couple of the projects that are going around on campus, we happen to have access to that dirt, so we're good there. Once we get that spread down and tamped down, I can start cabling. And if you're not familiar with how Challenge Course works, a lot of the elements use aircraft cable. This stuff can withstand 22,000 pounds of force. The way we set it up, it's tensioned into the telephone poles so that it can hold a good 22,000 pounds of weight. Which is pretty cool. The eye bolts that we use are rated around 22,000 pounds as well. So everything there, I mean, people get up on these things like, it's not going to hold me. It'll totally hold you. This is the cable that is used to catch aircraft on aircraft carriers. You know, like when they land on the deck there's that cord that goes across that catches them just before they go off the end. This is what we use. So with any kind of luck, by June 1st, we're going to have a lot more cabling done. And I'm actually going to, I've been documenting our journey here. This has been going on for a year. The weather just keeps not cooperating. It's either way too hot and I end up with heat stroke, or it's way too rainy and it's just muddy back there and we can't do anything because you can't place poles when it's muddy. But now that they're placed, the hard part is over. All we got to do is get things cabled, and I will get that as soon as we're done, I will get that update video onto this show.
Also, long story short, it's going great, and it's heat exhaustion, not stroke. Stroke's the most serious one. Come on, let's go, Daryl. Let's do this.
Yeah, that's kind of where we were, actually.
Yeah, we were on that side of it.
It was like it was like I was teetering on that fence between heat exhaustion and heat stroke, and all I remember is walking in and seeing you and going, dude, I'm gonna go like nap in my office.
Yeah, good nap. Don't nap. That was lunch, so we're good to go on that.
Well, it wasn't even that because I stayed late that day too.
Yeah, true. That was after work. But well, some updates on the fitness center. We have been moving some equipment. We've been making updates during this time. We're cleaning equipment, making sure everything's up to date. Plus, we have been resurfacing our basketball courts. So we are going to have nice, new, usable basketball courts when we can open them up. We're excited to show everyone. I myself have been documenting. This will be a fun little flip book that will go from the different stages of what the court looked like then and now what it's going to look like now. So I'm pretty excited about it. But campus, hey, we haven't been able to open up the SAC yet, but it's going to be pretty cool when we do. Can we now talk about soccer, Daryl? Because I love everything soccer.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could just not talk about soccer.
So, first and foremost, Bundesliga is starting this Saturday, okay? If you don't know what the Bundesliga is, it's German soccer.
I'm excited about this, actually.
It's not just Germans playing soccer. Again, this is international soccer. So you have Americans, you have everyone in this. And so there's a great opportunity to see some professional soccer that you may never seen before, especially now that a lot of American sports haven't started. But this Saturday, they're going to start. I think Schalke and Dortmund are playing this weekend.
I think it's what I saw on the schedule.
Yeah, so it should be good. Again, it's a fun sport. It's a world sport for a reason because everyone can kind of understand it, get into it. And if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to email me, text me, because I know a lot about soccer. I ref soccer. I've played soccer. I go to Atlanta United games, so I'm excited about that. The other exciting news, if you like high-powered soccer.
Spencer, did you know that I used to play professional soccer?
Oh, yeah? Online?
Yeah. No, I played through college, but I stopped in my sophomore year in college.
So, I stopped my sophomore year of
injured.
high school, but that's just because.
I blew out my knee my senior year of high school,
Oof.
and then I was able to come back for spring ball in my freshman year of college, and then played that and played one season of regular in my sophomore year, and my knee was just never the same.
Yeah.
So
Mine was a growth spurt. I went from 5'6" to 6'1" in the summer, and I lost all hand-eye coordination in college or in high school. And I'm still trying to find.
I was gonna say he's never gotten it back, folks.
Never gotten it back. It's amazing how many corners I walk into. But I just got broad shoulders. But again,
what position did you play though when you played?
I played striker. I was a good goalie, but I had no attention to sit back there and just watch people and only play when people were coming at me. I wanted to go out and make the action, and that was one of the things that I really loved. Virtual. Love that, Rain. If anyone wants to play me in FIFA 20, I am learning. My tag name is Atlanta United 17, which is amazing. No one has it, and I was really lucky getting that. Did that back in the day. Premier League is also starting up.
Yes.
June 1st. Premier League is the top league. It's in England. Great opportunity to see, again, the best of the best play. They are coming up. Again, these are all going to be behind closed doors, so you're not going to have fans. You're not going to have people in there, and they're going to really work on coming up with a safe way for athletes to still be able to play and give kind of a little bit of normalcy. Something local is all these different sports are trying to come up with their plans on how to start, and the MLS just came out with their proposal, which was to play at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex. Yep, sorry, it was Disney when I worked there back in the day, but then they changed
by
name.
Disney, so it's all the same.
I know, but it's all brand name, so I want to do good for Disney because I'm not contractually obligated, but they'll find me.
Disney owns everything, man. Are you saying Disney still owns you?
Probably. They own my heart, so that's.
Well, let's just be honest here. I mean, who doesn't love Disney?
I know. I don't know.
So,
can we do our Frozen 2 marathon yet? Like, we just watch it over and over again?
Dude, let it go.
You're not a fan of Disney, Rain, or you're not a fan of soccer? Because we're going to need some clarification on this. We're waiting.
Not a fan of Disney?
I can't right now. Can't with you. Okay. We'll try our best. Right. Everyone has their opinion. Okay, it's good. Right. I will get over this.
I'm personally partial to the pirate movies, but whatever.
Gosh, the pirates are awesome. So, long story short, Disney's amazing. They're trying to play at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex, which is a multi-field space. They have something similar to that area. It's Lake Point, which is in Emerson, Georgia, which is my favorite city because my last name is Emerson. I have a buddy who works there. They're going to try and do a tournament style over the summer. Not quite sure what that means. It'll be, again, probably till next year that we start seeing people going to live sports, but
it'll be interesting to see how all this stuff works too, because I mean, imagine, for the players playing in a fanless stadium, in an empty stadium, that's got to be weird. But it brings into
not if you're Orlando.
Well, true. But it brings into account things like the home field advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from Buffalo, so I go to a Bills game, and Bills Mafia is out there, and they're officially on the wall of retirees, the 12th man. Like, they're there, like that, and that changes the game so much. I think a lot of people are saying, okay, maybe it takes away that illusion of the home field advantage. Like, it'll put players on a little more of an even scale. But I still think that, playing, not only just playing in a fanless stadium, but also, it's not going to take away that teams have to travel. They're not staying in their own homes. You have to be in the hotel. You have different types of schedules, things like that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, that home field advantage might still be there a little bit, but the fan base not being there, I think that'll be a huge hit to some of these teams that really rely on that fan base.
Well, the big part is revenue. There are teams that rely on the revenue and the concessions, and so that's going to be something that the league itself is going to have to do a little bit of balance to help those teams that are in the smaller markets that can't go, that can't earn all the revenue in these home games because, when Atlanta United travels, they travel big and everyone wants to come see, the best teams and the best players. So, you feel for those smaller teams, but with these leagues, they're coming up with some sort of plan to allow that. I think it'll be interesting. There's going to be a lot of research in sports when it comes to this home field advantage and how teams are doing. It will be, again, data that they can look at, but just like any data, how you want to look at it will give you the story that you need. But as long as they play safe and they keep it going again. Why would Disney not be a perfect location for this? You have resorts, you have the ability to keep them, encased. You can even keep the cast members to stay on campus if they want. But sorry, we're reading stuff. When we talk, we're not trying to do dead air, but you read it out loud and then I'll respond to it.
So Rain says, might fans be purchasing more merch now that they aren't spending in other ways? Here's the thing about some of that stuff. Like a lot of oh my gosh, I can't even speak today.
You can do this.
A lot of what happens in some of those arenas, you buy merch, but they're also now not selling concessions, and that's a huge revenue stream for them. So just the merch on its own, I don't think is going to be enough to make up for things like, selling beer and pop and all that other stuff that people will.
Soda. We're in the South, Daryl. Don't say pop.
I'm bringing it down. It's pop.
They'll get us canceled more than anything.
They can't cancel us. I'm the producer.
I know. You can't tell us what to do. Oh wait, yes they can.
Yes, actually they can. But I'm still bringing it back. But my point is, they might spend as much as they were doing in an online realm with merch, but you cannot make up that revenue stream for concessions. So that's going to take a hit.
Yeah.
Ticket sales, they are what they are, and we can talk all day about how ticket sales might affect things, but at the end of the day, these players are not taking salary cuts, and somebody's got to make up for that deficit. It'd be interesting to see where it comes from.
Yeah. Well, and that's the interesting thing about merch is that, if you know me, you know that half of my wardrobe is Atlanta United. To my defense, my elementary school had the colors red and black, so I just grew up loving the colors red, black, and gold. And so I enjoy it. I own 3 different colors of the same pullover. Quarter zip, has the finger sleeve, thumb thieves. Like, you can't beat it. But when it does come to merch, there's that nostalgia, that ability to wear it for game day. While I have my kits and my shorts and, all that for hanging out or going to games, I still do have pretty good amount of casual wear that I can wear at work because it's work appropriate and it's Atlanta and it's, I got my professional polo underneath and, I'm always here for it. But I think it'll be interesting. I, again, love Disney. Want it to come back. I know the UFC's come back with some fights. It was a unique experience, and they tried to show everyone like, hey, it's possible. But these are much larger sports that take a lot more work. Since players have been able to return to do individual workouts and to do social distancing, that's allowed again some normalcy to get back into it. And yesterday I was watching the Atlanta United Orlando City match when Martinez had beat the record there in Orlando, and it was just kind of really fun. And then you got that disappointment of, man, I'm not going to see this. Like, I want to see this in person. However, I'm more patient, which is funny to say because usually I want it now. I want to go to a game, but I I know the bigger picture of, hey, let's have a long-term success plans and, short gratification. But I am excited for it. I was reading Harry Potter and I was watching soccer, which again, I'm a Harry Potter nerd, and not really. I wouldn't say nerd is I like using the word nerd. It's how I describe myself, and I'm trying to own it. But really, really big in Harry Potter now. Just finished the second book, so.
I'm actually in the middle of the 7th book with my kids. We read about a chapter or two every night, and we're in the middle of the 7th book right now.
Well, don't make fun of me for our reading levels matching your girls, okay? That's different. That's not a different thing. No.
Oh, man.
But if they came out with a Frozen series, I can't help it. But
I'm telling you, let it go.
I can't. You're just going to have to go into the unknown. It's an amazing thing. I grew up in a Disney house. That's not my fault. I have 3 siblings. There's 10 years from oldest to youngest. So I grew up watching all the old school movies because my parents, got them on VHS for us. And then,
oh gosh, VHS.
Yeah, we have. If you go to my house, we just have a bookshelf that has all the Disney VHSs, and it's fun to go back and watch stuff on VHS because it again throws you kind of into it's the 2020 time machine right now.
Kids today will never understand that it was the longest minute and a half to have to rewind the VHS tape.
Oh yeah, to watch it again.
Yeah,
and then you had to re-buy a VHS tape because you watched a movie too many times, and that's the part
Reed, it was pure torture.
Pure torture. You guys don't understand the difficulties there is. Like there wasn't the 15 10-second rewinds, fast forwards that there is on Netflix and Disney Plus and all this kind of stuff. But
yeah,
I'm excited for sports. I've been kicking around a soccer ball from time to time in my backyard. Been dribbling. I've been, again, trying to stay active because during this time I know a lot of people have been trying to focus on, staying healthy, which healthy is a term that everyone can have a different definition, and that's what I wholeheartedly agree with because it's not just about being the same or, losing weight or getting bigger. It's all about balance. It's all about being comfortable with yourself, loving yourself, and getting through this time because I'm ready to go outside. I'm ready to be social. As an extrovert, I would like to see the world. But as a human being, I am fine with waiting inside. So, Daryl, do you have anything else to close out? We got just a couple minutes left. I could talk to you all day, which sometimes I do, and I'm pretty sure you're frozen now, and I'm not sure if you're going to talk back, but I will give you a good 3 seconds to say something. If you don't, I will end the show, and it won't be my fault. Maybe. There we go. You're back. Close it out, Daryl. Nope. He's gone again. Oh, he's back. Daryl, can you hear me? Okay, Daryl is leaving. He is going to come back. Hopefully we can say bye. Rain, how has the end of your semester gone? Has it gone well? Everything you wanted it to?
It ended on a high note. I'm very grateful for that, but I am super excited for next semester. Really looking forward to that. Good.
Glad that it ended on the high note. Again, congratulations to all of our 2020 graduates. We're really proud of you. This is a unique time. And again, as I said in the last show, all of humankind is going to have the interview answer of what's a time that you had to overcome difficulties or an extenuating circumstance. Don't use COVID 2020 because everyone's going to say the same thing. So we're going to have to come up with something new, okay? But Daryl, do you have any highlights? Do you want to push our Monday matinee show? You get the last couple minutes.
Well, all right. First of all, apologies for my video cutting out there. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm transmitting from home today.
Carol Baskin did it.
It must be Carol Baskin. Okay, first of all, let me talk about Tiger King because I know we talked about it a little bit before, but Tiger King is our matinee Monday for this upcoming Monday. So if you have not had a chance to watch it, jump over to Netflix, hop on YouTube, and get some things. I do have several bullet points that I want to talk about, and Carole Baskin is at least 3 of them. We'll figure that out from there. So secondly, I just want to say, like, for COVID-19, I'm rather happy to be able to get back on campus to get some work done. I've been really looking forward to getting the challenge course completed. I've got a new idea for an outdoor escape room.
And he froze again, but he's excited.
Campus is actually looking at. Oh my gosh! And I am off the meeting again. I don't know if I'm
actually. There you go. You're good.
There we go. I'm back. Okay. So now the campus is saying yes, we can come back and we can get things moving again. I am really excited for that. Outdoor Adventure is going to have some really cool stuff for the fall. We have some virtual things coming up in case we do have to go distant again, just in case, and
we'll be ready. That's what he was going to say. We'll be ready. We'll be here. But other than that, we will end today's
recording. So let's see.
Spencer, you were muted the whole time. Or you weren't even muted
the whole time. It's my turn for the dad joke, so I'm gonna do it real quick.
Turn, dad joke, go.
Something's up with my internet, so I gotta figure this out. All right, ready? What did the farmer say when he couldn't find his tractor?
What'd he say?
He said, "Where's my tractor?"
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Don't worry, I'm a dad. I have 3 daughters. Like, I have an infinite number of dad jokes. I could just keep going. We could do a whole show. It's like an hour long. That's just me doing dad jokes. I will limit it to 1 a week because that's what we agreed on.
We did. So I know, Rain, wasn't it? She's rubbing her head in confusion. It sounds like one of those jokes that one of your girls told you, and that's like the knock knock, who's there, orange, and then all that kind of stuff. But well, this is going to be a great time. We're excited to get into summer. It is warming up. Make sure you're wearing your sunscreen, that you're drinking your water. Hydration is key, and we're we're excited to have y'all. Again, Monday matinee. We're going to be starting this upcoming Monday. Every What the Rec Thursday, we will kind of tease out what we're looking to watch, what we're going to talk about on the next Monday. It's a very, again, fun, casual show to give you time to hang out. It'll be at noon, unless people tell us that lunchtime doesn't work anymore. We always just try and fit a time that we believe people will have a break. And the good news is we can always put it on YouTube Live, and we will. Or not YouTube Live, just YouTube, because it's not live for that. But we'll put it on YouTube and allow people to rewatch it and give us any sort of recommendation. But I'm excited. I got Daryl to watch the Tiger King with me because it is everything I wanted. This is also the end to a trend, and we'll let it go away at the end. But I'm ready to watch our first movie too. I just think we just do like a Frozen 1 and 2 just mash up, but that may be just an episode that you're not involved, and we'll just have your little girls, and it'll just be me and them talking about it and our favorite things. But there's a lot we can do, so we'll get it going.
And if you have any suggestions on movies that we should do, please let us know. Shoot us an email. Yep. You can find us on the DRW site. Send us a message through Instagram, whatever it is. We are always looking for new movies. Like just some fun things to do. Spencer and I are both really into like not only the blockbuster movies, but sometimes like the cult classic movies, those kinds of things. So yeah, if you have some ideas, let us know, and we'd be happy to get it on the show.
Yep.
Rain. All right, Rain. If you had to pick a movie, what would you pick?
Pick one. This will decide. After she called out Disney.
After she called out Pop.
Oh goodness. Let's see what she comes up with. What movie, Rain? Drum roll.
I'll save that for Matinee Monday.
Oh, she's gonna wait. All right.
All right. I'll tell you what, Rain, that's your homework for Matinee Monday. I want you to come up with the next movie.
Yeah, I think we can definitely do that. So, well, Daryl, it was good talking to you again. Rain, thank you again for coming in. We'll be posting this again to our YouTube page, so that way if anyone wants to rewatch it, see what we do, see what we offer, has any questions, that's what we're here for. We got a lot of experience when it comes to health, wellness, and areas, and what we can't answer, we can find people who have the answers to it. So thank you guys for coming, and we look forward to seeing you.